Let's call the meeting to order at 11:17. Pursuant to the Illinois Attorney General's guidance to public bodies on the Open Meetings Act during the COVID-19 pandemic, dated July 2nd, 2020, county board members may participate without being physically present in compliance with the established provisions. If we could have a motion. And a
So
second.
moved.
Second.
To allow members Chaplin and LaPlante to sit in. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Member Pachalski. Vice Chair Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Hart.
No, Greg this morning. Okay.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Here.
We're here, yeah.
And
Oh, we're here. Oh, I thought we were doing the, to make the members. Oh, we didn't have to take a roll call. I'm sorry, here.
Oh, you know what we did do? I'm sorry. Thank you, Liz. I was thinking that that we had enough in the room. So, okay,
So a roll call.
let's back up to the Open Meetings Act vote, please. So we had a motion and a second. If we have a roll call there. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we need a roll call on allowing members LaPlante and Chaplin to attend
Correct,
virtually.
and then you still need to, make sure that to allow the remote access, I think you have to vote on that, and then you have to allow for the remote members to also be in it.
I think it's only one
I thought it was only.
vote.
Yeah, I think if you read that, I think that should
Yeah, I
suffice.
thought
Yeah.
if you just read it, we're good, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, so then we are a roll call on attendance.
One time we need you.
We solved all the attorney issues.
Since you are there.
I gotta be properly trained.
Okay. So let's do a roll call from the beginning so that we make sure that we check all those boxes on attendance.
Member Pachalski. Vice Chair Chaplin.
Okay, are we voting to have the members call in or are we taking roll call?
Roll call.
Here, thank you.
Member Hart. Member LaPlante.
Here.
Member Chavez.
Here.
And Chair Rutledge.
Here. Any public comment today, Joy? All righty. Next, I'll ask for a motion on the approval of minutes from our regular meeting, May 4th, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Vice Chair Chaplin.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
And Chair Rutledge.
Aye. Thank you. Moving forward, under parent committee approval, I'll ask for a motion on ENR 031621, a resolution for an intergovernmental delegation agreement between the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, I'm trying to hurry, and the County of DuPage, a joint and cooperative inspection program. Joy, you want to give us a little information on this one?
Can we motion in a second?
Thank you.
So
Yes.
moved.
Second.
And the reason for the call, for the
Okay.
special call today.
Yes, and the reason for the special call, yes. The county has been a partner with the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency doing a delegation agreement program with them since 1990. So this is a continuing program. It's been successful. I tried to outline here the permitted facilities or specifically permit exempt facilities in the memo. We do inspect those. We also do inspect open dump complaints, open burn complaints, anything along those lines on behalf of the Illinois EPA. It is a cost share program. We will receive up to $73,480 from the state for our program, and then the county would be responsible for the remainder. It's about a 68% provided by the state, and then the remainder provided by the county. And it does cover any of our staff time, any of our staff supplies, our mileage, as well as our vehicle, and they do computers and things along those lines.
Great. Anybody have any questions about this? All righty, roll call, please.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Vice Chair Chaplin.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
And Chair Rutledge.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, because we did cancel our meeting earlier this month, I wanted to give an opportunity to Kay to talk about what SCARS has been up to. So Kay, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Do we have the PowerPoint?
Yes, we do.
Okay, great. Are you my clicker?
I am. Full service.
This is the first one.
Nope.
No.
It
That's good.
started- There we go.
That wasn't.
Started on the last one.
Okay, thanks. So you guys, we had our 6th Growing Green Garden Market on May 1st. We were very worried. COVID was still, you know, kind of, even though it was outside, was still pretty scary. We're in a new location and we didn't do one last year. So try and get a new program going. We actually had the most people that we were able to actually count. They've had more. Sheila was there, Jim Zay was there. You were there, Paula was there. So we had 416 people that we actually were able to count. So that was really nice and really covered a lot of brochures that we had, handouts that we had, exhibits. We gave tours at SCARS. All the vendors were great about having native plants. We sold 87 trees that day. That was pretty, all Northeastern Illinois native. I did not get a count on the shrubs, but I know we had only 3 left. So whatever it was at the beginning, we only had 3 left. So that was pretty cool. But we had the life cycle of butterfly and mason bee habitat. So there were kids activities, adult activities. There was resale of some things, native plants, the organic food scrap amended compost. This is compost this is organic material that comes from DuPage County, goes out to Sheridan, Illinois, gets made into food scrap compost, and then comes back. So it's completes the circle right in our own community, which is wonderful. Which is really nice. And then we were able to answer a lot of questions for residents. So it was pretty windy. Some of the folks couldn't have their tents up, but it was pretty good. So next slide, thank you. And then we had workshops that day. I think we had 3. The bee guy didn't show up. 4 we had. And then we did that was the first week of May. So that was International Compost Awareness Week. So we had a Zoom workshop on composting for residents. Go ahead. And these are the education programs that we did just in May. So people are starting to come back. You guys, we got all of these tables donated from an organization in Naperville. They were reused. So they're reused tables. The chairs came from a library that didn't need them anymore, and everybody could be at their own table. So it worked out really, really nice for the garden clubs and the Rotaries and the women's clubs that are coming. So go ahead. A project with the DuPage, with the Downtown Wheaton Association. They are looking to green up downtown Wheaton. And so we're talking about a lot of things, material swapping. So this business gets a lot of boxes and another business needs more boxes. So just kind of swapping things. Some of them, you know, they didn't realize they could bring their fluorescent bulbs to the Wheaton Recycling Event, Sheila, the 2nd Saturday of every month. Education programs and the survey. So we've completed our draft of the survey, and this organization is kind of putting their tweak on it. And they want to have food scrap composting. So just like we did for the city of Lisle, I think we did 68 green audits for the city of Lisle businesses. So we are going to be doing audits in downtown specifically to see what could be composted and what could be recycled. And then as we visit businesses, say, so to get this recycled, or is this something somebody else could use? So we'll be able to handle all the things that were brought up at the first meeting. So we're pretty excited about that. Go ahead. The recycling events have been crazy, busy, and so many good questions. So I just told Joy we're completely out of household hazardous waste handouts. The handouts are going really well. People are asking questions. And when you get folks before they leave, they have something to kind of look at when they're waiting in line. They feel a little bit serviced, right? But then they have time to ask questions as well. So it's a really good opportunity to meet people and collect a tremendous amount of stuff. I don't know how Bensonville's or Lombard's shredding events were this weekend, but Wheaton, we had about 240 cars, I believe it was, this past Saturday. Lots of textiles. Go ahead. So upcoming recycling events, I just need to add one. Joy had emailed me, forwarded an email from the Darien Park District. So they would like to add a recycling event. So we're meeting tomorrow morning in Darien at the Park District to see their parking lot and see what they want to do. But this is what's coming up just through September. And the Western Springs, while it's in Western Springs, it's always been in Burr Ridge. That's John Curran's and Jim Durkin's event, and it's a huge turnout, so they need a bigger parking lot. So this year it'll be in Western Springs, but it'll be mostly DuPage County residents. And Elmhurst University, not college anymore, has now finalized a date. They were so worried about COVID, but they're back. So it will be a very, very busy fall. Go ahead. Oops, that's picture. Oh, there I see. It's because it's Linda there. We have started these tours. They're just 45 minutes to really showcase reducing and reusing and how things get recycled, whether it's a curbside project, whether it's a special collection, showing the education center and those kinds of things. So we're doing tours for teachers, one level of workshops, and then just for the general public to come in and see what we're doing to reduce garbage, get things recycled properly, and answer questions about contaminants at home and so forth. So they're going really well so far. Go ahead. I was really honored to be asked to be part of this. This is the conference and statewide conference. These are school business officials, so the people who decide how money is going to be spent at school districts. So I was asked to be at their conference this past Thursday, and so it was hybrid, so there were some people there. There's some people on Zoom, as we know those meetings go, but this is talking about tap and stack and food scrap composting and all of the kinds of things that we have going on in the schools, as well as figuring out that, reminding them that fluorescent light bulbs can't go in the garbage. There's mercury there, you know, different things like that. So safety things, and to not do battery collections because they're such a fire hazard. So that's what we talked about. I got to do 45 minutes. It was really good. Go ahead. So coming up, Addison Park District is in full swing. And we're excited to be helping them with programs each month in the summer. And then the Illinois State Science Teachers Association has 4 workshops planned with us in July. And then we're working on a repair and repurpose fair for Saturday, October 2nd. So we are looking for people to come in and do a short workshop on how to tune up your bike, how to get your knives sharpened or your saws sharpened, different things. So we're looking for vendors. I've been in contact with Illinois EPA, US EPA. There's repair organizations out there trying to find different vendors. We might end up doing a whole week of it, some evenings, to see how the vendors. We've got somebody coming to teach people how to take all your memorabilia, t-shirts from vacations or high school and make them into a memory quilt. So reuse, repair is kind of what's going on. So right now it's Saturday, October 2nd. But if we get enough vendors that are interesting, we'd like to expand it to some more programs. So we're excited about that. Any questions? If you haven't been to see SCARS, come and see our new place.
Now's the time to get out.
Now's the time. School's done, so come and see our place because the classroom is just coming along beautifully. So in the idea of reuse, District 93 in Carroll Stream is redoing their administrative center. And the lady who took care of their plants, some of them reached the ceiling, retired. So they dropped off 8 of the biggest plants. So our education center now, the entire windows is filled with the most beautiful. It would have cost me, I don't even know, $1,000 or more to have those kinds of big plants. It just really tops it off. So if you haven't been, come and see or join us for one of the tours. So thanks very much for your time, you guys.
Thank you so much, Kay, for coming this morning. Moving along to old business. Anybody with old business? Seeing none. Anybody with new business? Thanks, everybody. For I'll actually ask for a motion for adjournment.
Can't, we lost your quorum.
Oh,
Oh, I'm back. I
thank
heard
you.
all of
Thank
Kate's,
you.
I heard all of
Joy on that,
Kate's
Joy.
presentation, so yeah.
So if we could have a motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Member Chavez,
Aye.
Vice Chair Chaplin,
Aye.
Member LaPlante,
Aye.
and Chair Rutledge.
Thank you. Thanks so much, everybody, for a special call, and we will see you soon. Thank you, Joy.